Sorry, I just had to wear my sluttiest outfit.
He's worn less.
I don't know, we're getting to the point where it's not much less.
Oh, okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to one of the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we're back with another episode of Macross Frontier. As is our thing now. Thoughts?
Really like the last episode. Also, we didn't talk a lot about the mystery that seems to be developing and Leon's take on. Well, Leon's asking for information, meets with a person in a restaurant, dressed like he was trying to pull off a Magnum PI badly. Gets handed some information about the strange fighters, and on top of that, gets handed what appears to be Cheryl's earring, or at least a piece of it, right?
Quantum entanglement.
Whatever it is. And which means...
No, I just mean it's valuable, because if it's quantum entangled, then that's a lot of investment into a thing.
Yeah, but how did they get that, though? Unless this person is working
floating
with...
in space.
Uh-huh. After the ship got blown up by a Macross cannon effect?
Yeah.
And how did it survive?
It is a quantum entangled gem. Hard stuff.
Yeah, but not... It could be a gem, it could be fragile.
You remember when we went for like half an hour talking about her earring back in the notes section of last episode, where I very specifically said where it was and who was and was not holding it at every point in the episode?
Who got it?
Whoever went back for it. Like I said, nobody was carrying it at the end or during any part of the episode.
Okay, we're talking about explosion. That thing would have flown away, so how would they have detected it and found it?
I don't know. Probably the guy who can hear Cheryl singing through it all the time, and the fact that Cheryl is a singer who fucking sings all the time. It seems pretty simple to figure out how they could find it when they've got a guy who's fucking attracted to the thing.
So that guy was the one. So the very person that extracted it is working for the people that gave Leon the information.
Seems like it. Yeah, my indication was that the guy's getting information from Grace, and that Grace and that guy are both working for, my assumption is, the perfectly fine Macross Galaxy.
Then why would they give him information if he were already on the loop?
Motive isn't part of my thing.
Yeah, well, motive is important, though.
I know motive's important. Motive's just not part of my thing. Motive, my theories are based on what happens in the scenes, not based on motive. Motive is what changes my theories. Or, actually, more shots of stuff happening changes my theories, but motive also changes my theories. I'm not a detective. I'm also not a police officer. I don't have to have the right answer at any given moment. All I have to have is the information in front of me.
Well, I think it's just interesting. I don't have a theory yet.
Oh yeah, no, that was something we've covered before. Is that I will instantly make a theory, and then I will have a series of new theories as new information comes in. I'm not hindered by changing my theory. I'm not
looking
for
context.
I prefer not. I prefer not to stick to a theory that doesn't work. I know it seems like I do because I will defend a theory, but it's only because the theory that I'm defending is the theory I feel like works best up until new information. Because obviously you've told me many things that have been like, yeah, that's true. You know, things I don't want to hear, but have to change everything, I think, when you say them.
Still, I think that's a part of the episode we didn't talk about as much, and I think it's important moving forward. It's that a connecting tissue what might happen later on.
I disagree. Only for the element that you said we didn't talk about it much, and I'm including it as part of the pre-episode talk of the 30 minutes.
No, but we didn't talk about Leon, that specific scene about Leon and where they got the gem from, and why would they have it in the first place.
Well, clearly they got it from a group
and why would give it to him, though?
They got it from a group of famous singers who use holograms to... You know, actually, I'm making a joke here, but Gem and the Holograms really is Cheryl Name.
Yeah. But with other backup singers, or the band for that matter. Um, and
Renka would be the
why give it?
Misfits, I guess.
Not really.
Well, she
Now
is
the
the
attitude
opposing singer that Grace has to then go out of her way to shut down.
that would actually make Sharon and Grace the Misfits to rank at least eventual.
Yeah, but Renka doesn't do the hologram show thing.
It just doesn't go out of the way to
Literally,
sabotage.
Cheryl has Jem's hair. Like, it's like she's one for one. She's also
Except that
already famous, and Renka's not.
but the whole thing about the Misfits was that they went out of their way to sabotage.
Yeah,
The gem
Renka's going
holograms.
out of her way to try and get television appearances that Cheryl is
on her
taking.
own. On her own.
Yeah,
So,
and then Grace is shutting her down. Because
so she's the one doing the sabotage.
the one thing about the main characters is that they always win. Renka's not winning yet. Renka's on her path to winning. But right now, she's a misfit.
Yeah. Anyway.
She's outrageous. Truly outrageous.
I think that was Jeb, though.
That's what I'm saying. He is. I don't think you can look at the show and not think Cheryl is outrageous. Remember that time she flew off the roof with no panties on?
Yeah, and almost died. Had Alta not been there.
Yeah, for the second time he had to carry her.
Yeah. It's interesting that another thing is interesting that when Alto is carrying her carrying Ranka is like, "Oh, you always are saving me." And it's like, did you miss what happened? I tried to shoot that thing and missed every shot, and we got knocked out, both of us, and nearly got killed. I didn't save you. But
that's why I sarcastically in that moment said, "Oh, my hero," because he got knocked right in front of her.
Yeah, he was willing to take the hit, but after that, they were both dead anyway.
Yep, until Genji showed up.
Wherever he is. No, he has the name now.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's in the board. Did you put him on the board while we were talking? Let me see.
Well, I didn't put his name down because I do that shit between episodes.
Yeah, so where is he?
I mean, I've also included a bunch of relationship arrows to indicate who seems to be attracted to who.
Angeloni. Luca Angeloni. I suppose this would be a faux Italian name, I guess?
I don't know, but I feel like you've already brought up people's nationalities based on their names. Something you do like almost immediately, I've noticed.
Because I want to know where they come from.
They come from space.
I mean, they have some ancestry.
It's a
Otherwise,
fucking melting pot, these fleets.
Yeah, sure. So they're how do you
also
make sure
the survivors
of
Earth come from very specific regions, so it's very, I don't know. You probably never read the novel Eon. It's one of my top like 3 favorite sci-fi novels. It's all about human survivors post World War III on an asteroid like city colony thing. And they like wear the country of origin on their clothing as like badges of honor. So obviously Russia and America, they don't wear them as much, obviously, because they started fucking World War III.
So yeah, this guy right here is Bray or Bree.
Yes, as I said, obviously I will add him name-wise.
But there's something else. When he's getting a communication, he says, "Do not expose yourself."
And then wears a full-on open shirt. Yeah, I've noticed.
No, that's not what I was going with. I mean, exposure to other people to be known, to be seen. And because the voice says, if you want to know about your past, don't expose yourself.
Yeah, he's a fucking cyborg. I thought it was pretty clear that they wiped his memory and are using that as like the thing to get back. Also, obviously he's related to Renka. Like, obviously he survived the explosion that killed the entire family, and then they put him back together as a cyborg. Look, this is all sci-fi 101. If they do something that's not what I just said, I would be shocked. I will be shocked, and I will give this show +5 points on the score yet to be determined.
We need a better Cheryl Noma shot though, because
Why?
she's in darkness. There, it's very hard to tell her
It's
face.
literally the shot from behind the voice actor. That is the official shot of that website, what they think Cheryl Nome's image should be.
Well, they screwed up.
Literally,
Jeff.
only shots that have like weird, not square backgrounds are the ones I had to get from the show itself. Like Miranda Marin, I think, is not listed on behind the voice actor. For some reason, it looks
But
like Elmo isn't either, but I don't know.
Elmo Krindanik.
Yep, the shame of my race. Look, he
Just a
should have been
guy, dude.
he should have been a fucking Suzuki. He should have been related to Honey Suzuki for what he is.
Why?
Because he acts like Honey Suzuki for one thing. And I don't know what happened to the Krendak line, is all I'm saying. Proud Warrior got into a fist fight with a jet, thrown out into space, walked back through space, got back on the ship, and continued the fight. This guy. How do you go from that to this is all I'm asking. My guy Krendak has more in common with this guy than this guy. I mean, technically, I think these two got different names. These two should have switched names. Elmo Krendak and Richard Breyer. This guy kind of looks like a Richard Breyer. This guy could have the Krendak last name because he fucking looks like him. Look, we're allowed to have our opinions. Mine's just more valid than most.
But it's your show, so.
Oh, it's not my show. Technically, we're co-hosts. I'm just saying wildly crazy shit. But yeah, no, obviously Leon has a thing for Catherine. Catherine has a thing for Ozma. Renka has a thing for Alto. Luca has a thing for Nanase.
Particularly Nanase's boobs, to be precise.
No, I think he has a thing for Nanase.
Yeah, but every single time Luke is looking at Nanase, or every other time, it's a shot of her chest.
No, Luca was looking at Nanase when Nanase was holding hands with Cheryl, I think it was.
No, with Ranka.
Was it Renka?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Anyway, he was staring at their hands. Also, he stares at her face during class.
No, but the camera, though.
I think you're confusing the fact that the camera is always pointed at her boobs. That's not where Luca's looking. That's where the camera's looking. Maybe you're confused by the shot I have of Luca looking down at her boobs in the two images next to each other. It's not what's going on in the show. Luca is a little angel. You leave Luca alone.
He's Angeloni, so I guess so.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. No, I just mean that he's a little innocent guy. He's just a little guy. Leave the little guy alone.
Little guy.
And of course, Cheryl has a thing for Alto as well. That's represented there.
Of course.
And I guess that's it. I guess technically I could have put like the 3 Bridge Bunnies as having a thing for Alto too. Because they sometimes go on and about him, like last episode.
Yeah, like, oh, too bad he's a pilot and 16.
Oh, also Clan. I put one for Clan to Michael.
Wait, but did you put a connection between Jeffrey and Monica? But not an arrow, though.
Why would I?
No, was
Sexual
it Monica
harassment does not denote attraction.
But like you reminded me the last time, it's one of the characters said that if they like it, it's not sexual harassment. I'm just saying what the show is saying. I'm not agreeing. I'm not endorsing. I'm just saying.
We don't know that she does like it. She might just be accepting it due to the power dynamic.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah, I didn't put down arrows based on physical shit that happened. Like, everything that's happened has also had, like, accompanied blushes and whatnot. Right? Like when Leon is asking Catherine if they want to have dinner that night, and Ozma's in the room, and she looking up at him at Ozma and blushing, even though Ozma's just giving her fucking paperwork. She's like, not tonight. And the fact that her and Ozma apparently have like a past together.
Yeah.
So, boom, arrow, going that way. Leon obviously has a thing for Catherine, but I can't see it going the other way because it seems to be that power dynamic thing. But the fact he's asking her out and stuff, whereas Wilder just grabbed a girl by the butt impromptu.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I would probably put a red line down somewhere if I was going to consider that, but for right now, it's not a thing. I mean, it hasn't happened again.
Mm-hmm. Dirty old man, Wilder.
Any other comments about the board?
Nope.
Any other comments about the show?
Nope.
Alright, well, I guess there's nothing else to do but to get on into it.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
on top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
Unfiltered.
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, wow.
Fu Manchu.
Yeah. I guess it's the fact that she's supposed to be Chinese.
Well, we've seen this commercial before, too, though.
Yeah.
It's not new. I was just thinking it reminded me of that Philippines commercial from Macross Zero. Plague infecting the Hydras. That was good. Monkeypox won't affect the humans. I'm glad they stopped talking so I could read the top without having to go back down again. Well, I specifically asked, I hope no more of that Hydra shit happens again, and they've killed all the Hydras. So... Why is the board double-sided? Like, what would the... Imagine you're going down the road and the billboard in front of you is somebody that's just, like, telling you something about a company, and then you go past, and your stupid ass is bad at driving, so you turn around and look at the billboard, and it's the back of the head of the person from the other side of the billboard. Because imagine you're going down the road from the other side, and all you see is the back of the head of the billboard.
Yeah, that's a part that I was like...
Well, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I understand the whole point is to draw your attention to it, so that you recognize, hey, all these, let's say Sharon Apple, all these former Cheryl Name boards are now filled with Renka. But I feel like we didn't think about the future very well when we were designing it. Who's looking at Renka's back? Or does that imply that that is the front of the billboard, and they just decided that Renka was going to turn around in the middle of what she was saying and look away?
To follow the car, but you wouldn't do that in a highway because there's so many cars passing that you have to constantly be changing.
I guess the only thing that would make sense if it was like a hologram, but then why have a board there? Just do the Back to the Future 2 thing, you know, Jaws 3000. Wait, was that a live billboard?
I don't know.
She's wearing the same outfit.
Huh.
私は社長の言う通り、目の前のことを次々とこなしていくだけで精一杯です。
Yeah, she going through the mid-May cycle.
ですね。あそこで。
嘘みたい。シェリルさんと同じところで私のファーストライブなんて。あ、そうだ。
Well, now she's doing a reverse Min-May. Or sort of a reverse Min-May.
パーティーとかするのかな。
Min-May was a famous singer and then went into a movie. She
No,
was
but
got
remember, she
famous into a
became
movie and then became famous enough to be a singer.
行きますよ。
はい。
Yeah, kicked out of a second school, by the way.
君のところにも何も連絡ないんです
I
か。
was there on break.
なんで俺んとこに来るんだ？
メールに書いたんです。早乙女君の誕生日のこと。誕生日？
Oh,
何よある。
somebody blocked that message.
まあな。
Yeah, it's fucking Grace. I keep telling you.
だから
Grace is the
きっと
the enemy.
君には何かって思ったんですけど。
きっと来ますよ。今はファーストライブも決まって。
Imagine having so much free time as your enemy that you're just fucking with like teenagers.
毎日が新しいことずくめで。そういうものですか。経験者は語るのよ。
その経験者とやらは近頃暇らしいな。やたらと学校で見かけるが。
経験の分時間のやりくりがうまいのよ。言っとくけど仕事が少なくなったわけじゃ。
Someone's talking about you.
気が利くわね。
誰かと違ってね。でも真面目な話結構無理してるんじゃない？うちの科それなりにハードだし。
いい息抜きだわ。それに来週からはまたしばらく来ないつもりだし。
仕事？
そう。ちょっと珍しいやつが一つ。ガリア4で慰問公演？シェリルさんが？
ああ、その護衛任務に人を回せないかと打診があったんだが。
受けたの？
いや、何せあそこに派遣されてる新統合軍の部隊はかの有名な第33海兵部隊だ。
Oh yeah, I heard them talking about that during Macross 7 all the fucking time. Oh no, no I didn't.
あの部隊だ。妙だよな。最近の政府の動きは。ヒュドラの疫病の件といい、今回の件といい、例の謎のバルキリーについてもあんまりを決め込んでやがる。
私もちょっと調べてみるわ。いろいろ気になってたし。
頼む。
気になるって言えば。
Right, just taking the word of a person who's in the government that the government's actions are weird.
うるさい。誰が何と言おうが、俺は絶対に見ないぞ。こんな低俗な映画。
Yeah, I would say, also don't want to watch a movie where my adoptive little sister is kissing a dude. Speaking of other family relations, the brother. Oh, don't tell me he's about to join this school too.
はい。ガリア1は赤色巨星で、4は自転周期と公転周期が一致しているため、常に同じ面をガリア1に向けています。そのため、
It's habitually December there.
の温度差が激しく、居住には全く適しませんが、確かに呼吸可能な大気が確認されています。
そうか、大気が。
Because as we already covered, it's hard to breathe here. Also, I don't like the ceiling.
それって大きなフォールド断層があるんです。そのせいですね。
でも慰問なんて珍しいな。この前やったドキュメンタリーの第2弾？
さあな。
あれびっくりでしたよね。アルト先輩とか出まくりだし、僕も結構映ってて、兄や弟たちに羨ましがられました。
My brothers. Oh, he has more than one.
お前んちの兄貴たち、経済誌に出
I don't know who his other brother is. I don't think I remember any of his brothers.
の大企業 LAI のお坊ちゃんが。
Oh, so he's the heir of a powerful company.
兄さん。
兄さん？
シェリルとかいうお嬢さんの番組。
Sorry, I just thought for a second they were going to explain what brother meant. Because, like, remembering back, we watched a show, wasn't it? Where your mother's father, as they say, your grandfather. Wasn't that one of the shows we watched?
ただのスタントだ。
Also, I would not want this elevator.
でも芝居は芝居です。
Wonka Vader's looking ass.
早乙女弥三郎、早乙女一門の歌舞伎役者で先輩の兄弟子さんみたいですね。
本物のお兄さんじゃなくて？
はい。ただアルト先輩が家を出たせいで乱造を襲名する筆頭候補になってるそうです。
One, what the fuck was going on in that scene? And two,
Training.
I
They
don't
were
know.
they were training scenes together. Yeah.
I don't
Remember
know.
that they Alto was put as the female characters in these.
That doesn't make it better.
It's just acting.
Ah, no, it looked like they were about to go in for a kiss. And you're
Exactly,
saying he's
'cause they're
playing a
acting.
female character. Yeah, that means he might have been making out with his fake brother all the time. A real Kaifun situation, if you ask me. Although I don't understand how he's not a real brother. I guess missed that bit.
Because he is an understudy for the family. He's just one of the actors.
But doesn't he have the same last
When-
name?
No, I don't think so. They give another one.
期待の新星にありがとうございます。これもみんなシェリルさんとアルトのおかげ。バースデープレゼントでしょ、それ。あ、これだけだとちょっとあれかなとか思ったりするんで、他にも一応。そう、あいつ喜ぶわよ、きっと。あいつって呼ぶんだ。シェリルさん。シェリルさん、ごめん、ちょっと立ちくらみしちゃった。大丈夫ですか？
Did you?
もちろん。
Or are you faking
体
it?
調管理はこの仕事の初歩だもの。でしょ？
You just told me news I didn't care about. Okay, never mind.
なんでもないわ。この程度。やっぱり無理よ。慰問の仕事はキャンセルした方がいいんじゃ。行くわ。
I thought she was pulling a Rankader's guitar or shit she didn't want to hear, so I was like, oh, I'm being sick, I'm gonna be a drama queen now.
安全だって保証されないし。何度も言わせないで。
Okay.
行くわ。ならちゃんと薬飲んで。
You know, maybe you're getting sick because you're constantly stripping down in different environments all the time.
Yeah.
Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
例のものは無事引き渡しが終了したようです。スペックはその設計図通り、LAI の技研は狂気してましたよ。
The specifications are exactly as you specified. That's what my specifications were for.
遠路はるばるご苦労なことだね。フォールド断層さえなければ一瞬で飛べる距離なのに。
Hey, Clan Clan.
33海兵部隊？なぜそのようなことを聞く？
今度、慰問
Well, it's a
が
shot.
行われることになったの。
Yeah.
隊員なら詳しいんじゃないかと思って。
慰問か。確かに連中ならそんなことを言い出しかねんな。
というと？
私やネネは第一次青函大
I
戦
wonder what this episode's all about.
人類の味方についたゼントラーディの末裔だ。だが一方で大戦後に仕方なく人類に下った連中もいる。その両派が常にいがみ合っていて隊として機能していない新統合軍の鼻つまみ者。それが第33海兵部隊だ。
噂には聞いてたけど、そんなにひどいの？
大方ごねたのだろう。娯楽を提供しなければ任務を放棄するとかなんとか。まったくゼントラーディの恥だ。
I don't know, I think all the rogues in Trotty are probably the disgrace to Trotty.
早乙女くんと連絡取りました？え、まだだけど。
Oh, she canceled that message.
知らないんですけど、最近早乙女くんとシェリルさん、なんというか、すごく仲がいいというか。
二人付き合ってるのかな、やっぱり。
それはありません。
いえ、まだそれはないはずです。でもなんかさ、このままぼやぼやしてると。
Nobody can take anybody, girl. Either they stay or they leave. First lesson of
kidding? Do you
love.
not remember the locker scene?
Huh? But I mean, what you know, like you have to take him.
Do you remember the locker scene? I'm confused if you do or don't now.
I do remember locker scene, but the thing is that if he wants to be with Cheryl, then there's nothing Rankin can do about it, or vice versa.
Yes, because there's one thing I know about human emotions is that they are unchangeable. In stone, they say.
No, but the idea that you can take somebody from someone else is just
You
ridiculous.
can.
No, you can't.
Literally, you wouldn't have a thing called infidelity if it wasn't true.
No, it's if somebody decides to
Divorce
cheat on
wouldn't
you,
be a thing if it wasn't true.
they decided to cheat on you. Doesn't matter whoever happens to be the third person doesn't really matter. What matters is the person decided to cheat on you.
Right, because it's only one person who's instigating that. The other person's heart doesn't change.
ランカです。最近あんまり会えなくてごめんね。ってなんで謝ってんだろう。会えなくて
And more importantly, what am I saying it into?
が決めることだよね。バカだな、私。それでね、誕生日のこと聞いたの、ナナちゃんから。それでよかったらなんだけど、プレゼントもらってほしいの。
So something's about to happen to him, I
誕生日の
assume.
日、あの丘で、グリフィスパークの丘で待っててくれる？
Well, he left his phone, so he doesn't get the message.
Well, yeah, I think it's being more tragic than that. It's setting up for something. That she's gonna leave the message and the phone's gonna be left behind, yeah, but he's never gonna get that message.
あなたに贈り物があります。先生に約束を取り付けました。誕生日にあなたが先生のところに顔を見せれば感動を解くと。
Sorry, back to back with that one scene where it looks like you're about to kiss this guy, and that's a completely different context.
自分で望んでパイロットになった。今さら嘘はおやめなさい。あの番組を見て、あの映画を見て、私は確信しました。あなたは演じることをやめられない。そんなことはない。本当ですか。今もあなたは演じ続けているというのに。
Oh, burn.
親に反発してパイロットを目指す青年という役を。違う。俺は。ほら、今も酔ってるんですあなたは。その陳腐な役柄に。もうおよしなさい。格好をつけるのは。あなたは私がどれだけ
I hate the word how he's weaponized the word acting.
呪いにも似た役者の血を。
And ironically, he looks paler in this light, which makes him closer to the kabuki actor he used to be.
Yeah.
俺は。
お待たせ。
いきなり何しやがる。
どうしたの？いつにも増して暗い顔。
Sorry, I decided to wear my sluttiest outfit.
その情けない顔。
お前な。
He's worn less.
そのことどうこう言える格好か。
営業よ、営
I
業。
don't know, we're getting to the point where it's not much less.
Oh,
私の
okay.
人々に夢と希望を与えるの。
たく、どうすりゃそこまで自信家になれるんだか。
当然でしょ。私はシェリルだもの。
で、そのシェリル様が何の用だ。こんなところに呼び出して。
あんたにプレゼントをあげようと思って。ねえ、アルト、あなた空を飛んでみたくない？どこまでも続く本物の空を。
Well, a strange planet with a breathable atmosphere? It's somehow also listed as uninhabitable?
誕生日にあなたが先生のところに顔を見せればあなたの感動を解くと。
誕生日の日、あの丘で。
Oh, he got them. He got the message.
必ず行くから。だから。
Also, I hate that sort of
ねえ、
invitation.
アルト、あなた空を飛んでみたくない？
Because you know she's gonna be there, which means if you just don't show up, because, I don't know, what if you had other plans? It's not so much an invitation as a forced do this or feel guilty.
Oh, the missing mother.
It's fine. She's not missing. She's just acting. So why do you have 2 sets of eyebrows? Nah, it's probably that other guy. Well, technically you're right. It was another guy, but not the guy I thought.
あいつに頼まれてきたんだ。ハルトのやつ、今頃
On a planet with a number 4 in it with Cheryl.
ホールドブースター全接続チェック。オールグリーン。
グッドラック。スカルフ
なっておらん、この竹が。ヤサブロー、お前が手本を見せてやれ。
はい。
そういえば、襲名の件でわしに折り入って話があると言っておったな。なんだ。
いえ、何でもありません。人は叶わぬから夢を見るのか、叶わぬから夢なのか。
さあ、長旅よ。しっかりついてきなさい。アルト。
そっちこそ遅れるなよ。
ありがとう。来てく
How
ださい。
far we've come, huh? Let me know we have these space liners with full devices on them and everything.
Yeah.
3 of them.
ここまではあなたのシナリオ通りだ。
今後も事態は予定通り進む。吉報を期待してますよ。ああ。追ってまた連絡する。
Oh, that answers that question.
Well, it wasn't even a question. I kept saying it was her. The point about having a theory. The thing about a theory is you gotta test it to make it become a hypothesis.
Then the other way around.
I think it's the theories are unproven and hypotheses. Well, no, you're probably right, actually. I'm thinking about it. Alright, well, I have a number of hypotheses then. Hypothesi. Great, now you're infected.
シェリルさんと。あ、慰めてくれるの？優しいね。食べる？初めてだから。
Everything she has is jet themed.
Oh.
Well, she's not wearing it now, but she got the jet backpack too.
Aruto-kun. Happy birthday.
Oh, she made him cookies, huh?
New
oh, different
outro.
ending. Yeah.
Wonka's diary. With a cat?
Yeah. Oh, Nyan Nyan, remember. The whole restaurant thing is
well, it's just
themed,
an
cat themed.
amorphous shape. I couldn't tell if it was a cat or a dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like a super important episode.
Well, I think it seems to be more like putting the pieces where they need to go kind of situation. Clearly, they wanted Alta to go to this place, so that's part of the plan.
What do you think? Cheryl's in on it?
Not necessarily. Remember, Grace is the she's the one who manages the entire schedule. So
yeah, but
she doesn't even
Grace
have to
suggested that Cheryl cancel the concert.
Yeah, I think she was playing her though.
That is the stupidest
Playing to her
play
ego.
in all of media. When the bad guy who's trying to get you to do something suggests that you don't do it. What happens when the person says, oh, "Okay, sure, I won't do it"? Like, oh fuck, why did I say that? Shame it came out bitter.
Enough
There
sugar?
was two. That's what it's
ガリア
insane.
港へ旅立ったアルタとシェリル。そこに待ち受けていたのは思いもよらぬ罠だった。次回ファステストデリバリー門出の歌銀河に響け。
So yeah, I guess this is gonna be the turning point. Well, I mean, it very much looks like this is gonna be where the threat is revealed.
I can't comment either way, you know.
I mean,
that.
you could. You're just not good at this. What I would typically do is gaslight. So get to the point where I can't tell if you're telling the truth or not.
Not my style.
No, your style is not saying anything at all.
Succinct and to the point.
Succinct?
Yeah.
I do know some words. Yeah, no, I mean, unimportant episode to me.
True. I mean, I do like the way they're handling the whole Ranka thing. I mean, the fact it was obvious that he was not going to show up because they were putting it as like Ranka is the example, kind of like the original SEF Macross, right? Minmay represented the past, right? The peace that Hikaru could have gone back to, and Misa represented, the present and future of him being a soldier and a member of the UN Spacey. It seems they're making the same equivalence here, but if he had gone to talk to her, he would have missed his chance to, go and fly in a real sky kind of situation.
What do you mean the same equivalency? Who's Misa in this perspective?
Cheryl.
Why is Cheryl Misa other than being older?
Because Cheryl represents the fact that what Alto supposedly wants to be a pilot. Cheryl is giving her an opportunity to be more of that. Had he said, "Oh, I'm going to stay and stay with Ranka," then he would have missed that opportunity. And it kind of would be, although there's the imposition of the layering of the invitation to talk to his father, which I don't believe his father was going to forgive him anyway. That was just all made up by this other dude to have them reconcile, right? Instead of pressuring back into the family business, right? Like, oh no, you're still acting as you're doing your part, you stereotype. I think that was just him trying to manipulate him, right? Because it feels like the father has already made up his mind. My son is dead to me, ergo, you're gonna take over the business, right? Adopted son style, right? I mean, look at how he treated the other guy. He slapped him down. It's like, you're doing it wrong. Like, damn, dude, what the hell?
Maybe he was acting.
Acting like a jackass.
No, I'm acting like how to take a hit.
And didn't seem that way.
We didn't see the full scene. We saw the one guy going into kabuki poses and everything, but maybe the next step was he was going to get hit in the face. Also, I think I disagree with you on who represents who. Well, Cheryl is obviously, well, for one thing, Ranka's brother is Ozma, who leads the entire hair thing. So it seems like if we were talking about like tangential representation, Ranka represents the whole going with the your desires, because literally she is somebody who's following her desires, and Altos is his desire to be in the Air Force. So going after what you want versus Cheryl's, which she can't even follow through on going what she wants. She instantly puts up a defense. Plus, she represents fame and, public image and everything, which is the kabuki artist, famous father, etc. So, tangential representation. Cheryl is his past, whereas Ranka is pushing towards the future.
But also Ranka is now falling into the fame thing, so...
Yeah, but again, as I said, Ranka is following her desires. Alto's desire is to be a pilot. He's following his desires. Renka represents the... Sorry, my brain just went... Again, just desire. You understand what I'm saying. I don't have to, get all flowery with my words with it. Versus Cheryl, who is already pretty stagnant in the fact that she is famous, does performances, live stage plays, everything like that, which is literally what his father is trying to bring him back into, that kind of world. And she can't follow her own desires. Every time she puts it out there, she literally puts up a wall of her own defense against being shut down. She's afraid to progress, which is literally the antithesis to the whole desire that Renka represents. And again, as I said, Renka's brother is the chief among the pilots, versus Cheryl doesn't have that connection. She has a connection towards Grace, which is her, promoter, as it were. So, more connection to the acting world, versus Renka, which has, Elmo, who can't even put a website together?
It keeps getting hacked, so...
I mean, there's no direct one-for-one comparison. There's, nobody I would say is literally Misa.
That's all I have to say.
All right, well, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?